How's it going, guys? Hope y'all can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay.
Hey,
Dave Arms in my link. What the hell happened there? Goddamn!
You sent a StreamYard link. I was like, dude, did you like really mean to send the StreamYard link?
I put the StreamYard link so people knew where I was.
Oh, they
You can
can't.
hang out if you want.
I'm gonna hang out for a couple minutes, but I gotta. Well,
you got a lesson, don't you?
Yeah, you see that right there.
Yeah. All right, no worries.
Right, that stuff right there is going back tonight.
All the stuff we played with is going back, eh?
Not all the stuff, just some of it.
Just some of it.
You're not live on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not live on YouTube.
No, you're not live on YouTube.
Hang on, I don't know what the hell's going on.
It says you're live.
This really sucks, man. I had this all worked out, this nice blues jam intro, and it all went to shit because I couldn't go live.
Oh, you're on a different.
I'm on a different link.
Yeah, you're on a different link. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Brian Bond says I'm live.
Yeah, you are live. You are live. My bad.
All right. All right. I'll let you go, man. Have a good lesson. Right. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Have a good one, guys. We'll
all right.
Check you later.
Cheers. Cheers. Okay, folks, here we are. I'm really bummed out because I had this really nice intro worked out. Got the Firebird, played a nice blues solo, and I'm like, okay, nobody can hear me, or it's really bad because I was seeing no comments. And of course, it was because I wasn't streaming out. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Now my OBS doesn't want to work with my live streams. So anyways, most of you found your way over. We got 21 in here now. Pardon me. Thank you all so much. Let me just say hello. Some of the people that did find their way over. Joe Hervey, how's it going? Chicken Guitars. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Chicken Guitars. I think it's a little premature. Six String Brian is in here. Hey, JJK's, also Harley's. How are you? Bam Ozzy. Nice to see you. Rick Hefner's here. Gary Tholander's here. Hello, David Ennis. Nice to see you. Ben Coombs is here. How's it going? Brian Bond. Laguna Palms. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you back in here. Michael Bishop. Welcome. All right, just going down. Gemini Beauty. Welcome. Thrash Metal. Welcome. Joe, okay, I don't want to repeat myself. Hey, there's Mayhem. Hey, buddy. Ricky Compton is here. Dan Beck, welcome. Hey, there's Showman. Showman, I'll shoot you an email later, Showman. See what's going on with you this weekend. I can see and hear you okay. Okay, cool. All right, Dave R is going to help me figure this out later. Appreciate it. Oregon Steve, how's it going? Okay, thanks. Appreciate that, Oregon Steve. Dwight Bailey is here. All right. Okay. Russ Markart is here. Okay, cool. I think I caught everybody. There's 25 of you in here. Let me just see if I can find this link now on my phone. Okay, there we go. All right. And there's 28 in here, and I'm all caught up. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Marco's Images is here. Marco's Images. I'll talk about that. I think it's a little premature yet. Brad Miller, welcome. Yeah, man, I'm pissed off. I had this really cool blues thing. I may still do it for you. I don't know, man. I was playing this nice blues thing, intro. I had it all set up. I got all my levels right. And then I go to hit play. And it's like, nobody's hearing it. I'm playing it to the, I don't know, to the binary hyperspace wilderness or something. Nobody can friggin' hear. Oh, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Spencer Crine is in here. Welcome. Half Ace. Had to refresh. Okay. Well, I guess I can't really complain. At least I'm on. There's Soda and Milk. Soda, pick a goddamn name, buddy, and stick to it. You're pissing me off. Soda and Milk, Soda Pop, Soda What is it next? Soda Rice Krispies? Stick to an A, man. Or just use soda. Make it easy. Okay, Edwin Crane, welcome. I was drinking beer and singing karaoke. Hopefully not at the same time. That'd be a really cool party trick, actually. Yeah, hello, folks. So, got my guitar here. Actually, let me know if you can hear this. Let me know if you can hear that guitar at all. It will be compressed. Yeah, it will be compressed. Okay, you know what, though? I know. Here's the thing that I learned about StreamYards. If you don't want to be compressed when you're playing, if you go to the settings and you disable audio processing. Okay, so I've disabled audio processing. Now let me know if the guitar still sounds compressed. Does that still sound compressed? Let me know if that still sounds compressed, because I think that's a way around it. So for anyone that is using Streamlabs and wants their guitar sound to be uncompressed. Okay, voice volume dropped. Yeah, the voice volume will drop while I'm playing. Yeah, and it's probably dropped now too, I would imagine. But at least you can get a guitar tone that doesn't sound like you're playing underwater. Hey, BB Maid, welcome. You missed the start. You didn't miss much. We had a technical glitch, which I have to figure out because it's pissing me off. So you're going to be seeing some tests probably coming up in the next few days where I'm going to try to figure all that out with the OBS. Man, I had a really nice a nice opening. But anyway, what are you going to do? It's over. That sounded clear. Okay, Half-Face said it sounded clear. Okay, I'll play some for you maybe a little bit later on. All right. So, how's everybody doing? It's Thursday. It is almost the weekend. Today in Toronto, it was, in a word, it was absolutely shitty outside. So let me put that back on there so you can hear me better. Okay. In Toronto, it was absolutely shitty outside. It was damp. It was cool. It was rainy all day. So I was in the Hack Shack this afternoon having my smoke, and I had a winter coat on and a hoodie. And anyone that follows me on Facebook, I went live on Facebook, and I did a Smoking with Hack stream, and you saw me all covered up. I even had the heat on in there because when it gets really damp, you know, the cold really kind of, you know, really gets in your gets under the skin. So you know, that's generally how what I do. Okay, Joe Hervey says it was cold today in New York. Yeah, you guys basically get the same type of weather we get. And there's James Severin. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Waleed, same. Oh, Waleed's got that same weather in France. Wow, there you go. That's interesting. I thought you'd have a little bit better weather in France, but I know you don't get snow out there, or at least not a lot, not as much as we do here. Hey, there's Brian S. Hey, man. So, topic of today's show, again, we're going to talk about gear, learning new music. I want to get into that a little bit because that's a little bit of a sticking point that I want to talk a bit about. And for any of you that are trying to learn songs, you kind of know what I mean. So I'll get into that in a little bit, and whatever else comes up. So I might as well address it now because a few people have already mentioned it in the chat. Yes, it is true. I believe at the moment I am over or I hit 1,000 subs at the moment as of like 8:19 right now. So here's the story. Here's what happened. So I hit it yesterday. But I hit it yesterday, but I've also I hit it and I dropped below and then I hit it again. So I think it's a little premature for me to start celebrating the milestone of hitting 1,000 subs. I think it's a little bit premature. So I'm not really going to get into that. I'm not going to really, start flipping out about it, because it really, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if this is the same for all channels, but I'll gain 5, I'll lose 7. Like, I'll gain 3, I'll lose 5. It's always like that. It's kind of up and down. So I'm going to give it, maybe a week or so. And I'm going to, wait till it's like a solid, solid number where I know, it doesn't look like it's going to go away. Right. So, I'd say minimum 10 over, preferably like 15 or 20 over, because usually, if I'm 15 or 10 or 20 over, that usually means it's there to stay, right? It's not going to, it's not going to sink below that. And it kind of works out nicely because next week, on my next Thursday show, and hopefully I'll have this OBS thing worked out, because it's kind of crucial now for what I want to do next week. Or actually, you know what? I might be using StreamYards anyway. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So next week, a week from today, is going to be a special show. And it was going to be a special show, 1,000 subs or not. A week from today, I have a birthday. So I was going to do a birthday show. So now it might be a birthday show. And hey, I did finally crack 1,000. So it might be both. So I got a few things up my sleeve for next week. It's going to be a special hack show. If nothing else, just because it's a birthday show, and maybe possibly because the 1,000 subs stuck, so it's going to be one or the other. But that's what I have on the back burner for next week. Let me just see if there's anyone else in here that I missed that just popped in. Lars Guitars, how are you? There's my buddy Brian S. How's it going, man? Mitch Heyman is now here. Awesome. Okay, cool. Lori's Mishmash, welcome. Yeah, I think it's a little premature, Lori, because you never know. Yeah, solid 1K, Brian. Hard as a rock. That's what I'm going for. Hey, the Guitar Pit is here. I didn't see him, but welcome, Guitar Pit. I see. There he is. Hey, Guitar Pit. How are you, man? You only hit it first time once. Yeah, well, I've hit it already twice. And I'll probably be hitting it a few more times. Frank's do it yourself. Hey, buddy. It's John F. Brother. John F. Brother. Okay, I'm trying to think. John F. Okay, I can't think of who John F. is right now. If you want to give me another hint, Frank's do it yourself. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I know who you are. Welcome. And Zenny, okay, I know who you are, Frank. Hey, man, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Fruitcake Tony, how's it going, man? How's it going? Okay, I know who you are, Frank. Welcome, man. This is a guitar channel, Frank. It's all we talk about here is guitars and gear. Yeah, cool. So like I was saying, so probably next week, I'll be doing, I guess, hopefully 1,000 solid celebration and a birthday show. So that'll be next Thursday. If not Thursday, I might be doing it the day before, the day after, because I don't know what the family's got. Maybe they're planning something. I don't know. But if not, and I'm just sitting here, then I'll just do it on a Thursday. So that's the first thing. Sam Bakos, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, so folks, while I'm yakking here, if you got questions, please tag me. I've got the chat up on StreamYard so I can see, and it looks like we got 41 people watching. That's very, very cool. 1K solid gold dancers. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, so a couple of things. So first off, I want to talk about learning songs, because this past week I've had to learn a couple of songs. All right, Dave R, thanks for popping in, man. Enjoy your lesson with Lawrence today. I've had to learn a couple of songs. Now, let me know if you've come across this, right? Because I come across this all the time. So you're trying to learn how to play a song. So you go and you go on YouTube. That's what I do. I go on YouTube because it's a lot quicker way, instead of having to, look at tab and whatever. If I go on YouTube, I find a guy that can play the song, and, we'll slow it down or break it down, and hopefully you learn it that way. So I've done that. And what happens is they'll start playing the song, and it's like, okay, well, that part sounds right, and that part sounds wrong. So then you go and you search it out again, and you find another person that's playing that song, and you're like, okay, that part sounded right, but that second part was wrong. I've had as many, I can't remember the song specifically, but I've had as many as like 5 different channels or lessons of a song before I found the right way, or at least what sounded to my ear as being the right way to play a song. Okay, so this week I was looking for a couple of things. This week I was looking for GuitarHack. Brad Miller has trouble remembering songs. Yeah, I usually do too, but a lot of it comes from muscle memory and just playing them over and over and over again. Like tomorrow night I'm playing a gig, and if you ask me what songs are you playing tomorrow night, I could probably name 5. I can't remember them all, but I'm not worried at all, because I know when I get there and they call it out and I hear the drum pattern or I hit the first chord, everything else comes into play. And why? It's because of muscle memory, because I've played them ad nauseum. That's why. So for that reason, I'm not too worried about it. GuitarHack, everyone teaches a dumbed down version of Landslide. No one teaches Lindsay. There you go, Chicken Guitars. Yeah, it's like an oversimplified version sometimes that they'll show you, and it's so oversimplified that it doesn't even sound right anymore. It doesn't sound right anymore. So, like, I had to learn. Here's a pretty simple song that I had to learn. At least the rhythm is simple, but the guitar solo is not. How many guitars do you have? Zero Cool. How many Zero Cool in real life? Welcome. How many guitars do you have, and any Fenders? I have 10, and of the 10, 2 of them are Fenders Zero Cool in real life. Thanks for asking. Absolute Mayhem mentions Paranoid. So Paranoid is one of the songs that is taught wrong in most places. I'll show you the right way how to play Paranoid, because you got to play it on the 12th fret of the low E string, or it doesn't sound right. Hack, people's interpretation is not always the correct way. Unfortunately, all right. Unfortunately, it's this most of the time. You have to decipher what's correct and what's not. Yeah, exactly, Fruitcake Tony. Exactly. Now, there is a guy, if you're looking for to play a song, this guy's pretty much on the money, like 95% of the time. There's a channel, and I'll see if I remember. I'll put the link in later. There's a channel called Guitar 365. And I forget the guy's name, but that guy pretty much plays everything correctly. And if you're fortunate enough to need to know how to song that's one of the songs that he's taught, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Okay. So I had to learn Talk Dirty to Me. I was fortunate enough that Guitar 365 covered the song. And because he covered the song, usually he'll cover all the guitar parts, all the fills, even stuff that at first I never even heard. And then I went back and listened to it, and it's like, oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, he's doing that bit. You know, wow, that's how well he's covered these songs, right? And the trickiest part, Talk Dirty to Me is a simple song. So I'm gonna turn off the digital processing so you can hear, and I'll just play a quick snippet of it. Okay, very, very simple. All right, that's about the pick slide lasts about 30 minutes, but it's just basically G, C, and then it goes, C, D, and then it goes F sharp to G a couple of times. But what's real tricky on that song is the solo. I'm still screwing it up. Obviously, I still haven't got it down. I actually play better at speed than slow, but anyways. But there you go. So let me just turn this back to... Okay, now you should be able to hear me. So, but that guy... That guy absolutely nails that solo. Nails that solo. All right, let me get caught up here. Jay Steen says, GuitarHack, did you hear Sweetwater carries Heritage Guitars now? They just announced it. No, I don't know anything about that, Jay Steen. If all goes well next year, I'll be going to Gear Fest, so I'll check him out then. I'm too lazy of a player to learn it note for note. Yeah, BB mate, I hear you. I generally don't learn solos note for note, but there's certain key phrases that you do have to play. Like if they're the main hooks of the song, you kind of have to play those. And as far as the, you know, everything else around it, you kind of do what you want. Really, it's what I do. But you know, you still got to know you still got to be able to play the rhythms, right? That's why I haven't learned much Rory Gallagher. Chicken Guitar says, all the Rory lessons and tabs are away from what you see him play, and he always changed up his solo. Yeah, Chicken Guitars, if he's always changing up his solos, then yeah, you're kind of at a loss there. You can learn how to play his songs, though. I used to know how to play Messing with the Kid, but don't ask me how to do that now. I don't remember. Okay. Sam Bako says, I usually split the song in different sections, intro, verse, chorus, solo, outro. I would repeat each section slowly a few minutes and then play it through till the part I've learned. Yeah, like I played that Talk Dirty to Me solo about 1,000 times, and I can actually play it better at speed, which is weird, but that's a real tricky solo. Yeah, it's got a lot of runs that make it really difficult to play. Lindsay is such a great player. James Severin, if you're talking about Lindsey Buckingham, yeah, Lindsey Buckingham is an absolute monster. Yeah, yeah, okay. So Mayhem, you know what I'm talking about. It has to be on the 12th fret. Yeah. I've got the simplified. Okay. Okay. Carl Brown, thank you. Carl Brown. Yes, that's the guy I was talking about. Carl Brown. If you want to learn how to play a song, instead of going through like a bunch of various people, just go to Carl Brown. He's really, really good. Whenever I need to learn how to play a song, I kind of go there right away. And you know, if he's doing that song, then that's definitely the one that I go with. Okay. Just really King. Yeah, Frank's Do It Yourself. Kingfish. Kingfish is a monster blues player. Yeah, he's really, really good. Shut Up and Play Chicken Guitars. Yeah, and you mentioned Marty Schwartz. Now, Marty Schwartz is great. He does simplify stuff sometimes. I think he does say that at the outset, that he does simplify some stuff sometimes. You know, because I don't know if this is a fair statement, but I think he kind of tries to gear it towards more beginners, right? You mentioned Marty Schwartz. The other guy that pops into my mind is a guy named Papa Stash, right? I don't know if anyone knows this. I think him and Marty Schwartz, they even know each other. But Papa Stash, I learned how to play, I think, Jesse's Girl from Papa Stash and some other stuff. He's another one, you know, and he'll play it maybe a little bit different than some of the others, but he generally plays it correctly. At least it sounds a lot. It sounds right to me anyway. Mitch Heyman has a problem playing with not the speed, but the timing. Yeah, you know, there's really, and I don't mean this. I don't know. I don't want this. How I don't know how this is going to come off, but I generally always play with drummers, and I've spent a lot of time playing on stage and rehearsing with drummers. So I'm always with the drummer. Okay. And I don't know. I think unconsciously, maybe that forces you to play in time, right? You know, and I think that's what it is because, you know, I've had people come out and like audition for bands that I've been in over the years and stuff like that. And technically, I've had, I mean, there was one guy in particular. Well, he could play circles around me, which doesn't take a lot, to be honest with you. But he could play circles around me. Like he sat there and he noodled, and it was wow, you know, great, 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 right? The guy was playing like Blizzard of Oz, like perfectly. Not Blizzard, sorry, Crazy Train, perfectly. I can't play that, you know, and really, really good. But then when the band started, he couldn't play at all. He was sped up, slowed down, like he just couldn't find when to sort of lock in, right? Because, you know, he was someone who learned how to play very, very well, but never played with drummers or a metronome or any of that. So he was lacking that piece, and that piece is, especially, I mean, if you're going to play in a band, that's really, really crucial. So I think that's really what it comes down to, right? You know, it's the time thing. It's just playing with drummers or playing with a metronome. You know, I think even if you're unaware of it, it does do something, you know, internally where you're able to lock in. I think that's I think that's really, really important. Edwin Crane, you saw your brother play that once and you had to have a guitar. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, chicken guitars. I think you would benefit from that for sure. Bigger problem for me is my paying job takes up most of my brain power. Well, yeah, Brad Miller. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, like, you know, being able to knock out 40, 50 songs in a night. Like I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm playing tomorrow night. I'm actually playing at a bar tomorrow, and it's like it's a birthday party, but they also it's the bar is open to the public too, but the event is a birthday party, and then anybody else who comes in, that sort of thing. And we'll be doing 40 or 50 songs, but I think a lot of it is like we rehearse once a week ad nauseum. I mean, what I mean by that is like we'll have played like a Saturday night and done the entire, played 40, 50 songs, and then gone back like the Tuesday after that and played them like again and maybe added a couple of tunes here and there, whatever. Like literally you do that for every week for years and years, and you're on autopilot. It's not a matter of trying to remember. It's just you're on autopilot. You see the title of the song, yeah, the first chord, yeah, and then muscle memory takes over from that. So I think that's probably what it is, right? Like every like I have a full-time job as well, Brad. But and don't get me wrong, even playing as much as that, muscle memory, there'll still be gaps where like I'll blank out on a solo or like literally like a millisecond before it starts. I'm like, how's that solo start? But if I'm hearing it in my head, and I usually do because doing it so many times, I kind of know where to go, or I could fake my way through it. I might forget a phrase, I might forget a chord, but then I'll only forget it for like a millisecond, because then once that's what it is, but that's all muscle memory. That's really no more than that. Paul, Guitar Music 2, how are you? Jay Steen, I like to play close enough, but sometimes you do need to check out several lessons to get it right. Yeah, Jay Steen, you can hear it right away if a guy's showing you how to play something wrong, right? And sometimes it's the simplest things, like but you can hear it right away, like if you're from my generation, I mean, no surprise. I have a birthday next week. I'm going to be 53 years old, right? I'm an old fart, right? So back in the day when I was learning how to play songs, I mean, now there's YouTube and I go look up Guitar 365 and all that kind of thing. But I used to learn songs by having the record and slowing it down and using my ear and finding the notes on the fretboard, right? Now, that sounds almost medieval nowadays, but one thing that comes out of that, right? One advantage, I mean, now it's way easier, but one advantage of that, honestly, is and I hate to sound like an old fart, but it just really develops your ear, man. I can hear a bum note from a mile away. I can hear if it's right or wrong. I heard somebody the other day butchering like a Judas Priest song. I'm like, that's not right. What are you listening to? Like, like you can hear it. You can hear it, and if you can hear it and you can hear in your head what it sounds like properly, then your fingers, even if somebody's showing it wrong, you can kind of maybe make the adjustment and play it the right way, and it's funny because again, it's for even when we're covering a song, not that we're covering it note for note exactly, but it has to be a close enough approximation that if you're in the audience, you recognize that, oh, that's the song they're playing. Okay, I know how that goes, right? You know, the worst thing is, you know, if you don't have that ear and you're playing a song and you think it's sounding right and the audience isn't picking up on it, you know, that's not good. That's not good. So what I will say is the one advantage of being an old fart like me is, you know, if you wanted to learn how to play an instrument, you had to develop your ear. That's the one positive of being an old fart, you know. But believe me, I'd rather be 20 years younger and just have you too. But it didn't work out that way. All right, let me just go down here in the chat. Hey, there's Janice. Welcome, Janice. Happy birthday, folks. Janice is having a birthday. That's right. I saw that on Facebook. Let's all say happy birthday to Janice. Janice is having a birthday today. Janice, your birthday is 1 week apart from mine. Happy birthday to you. Metalhead Hippie, how's it going, man? Yeah, Jay Steen, he shows you how to play the song all the way through. Carl Brown, he's talking about Guitar 365. He also shows you all the guitar parts, right? The lead part, if there's a second rhythm guitar, he does all that. Eric Blackman channel. Half Face likes Eric Blackman. Yeah. All right, I'm just getting caught up here. All right, I'm way behind in the chat, folks. Dan Beck spent a lot of time teaching drummers. I wish I could speak drummer. I can't speak drummer, right? I can't translate what I hear in my head to a drummer, which was really super frustrating. You know, there was a time when I used to do original music, and I'd write, you know, songs, and then I knew what I wanted the drummer to do, but I could never really fully translate to a drummer what I wanted. And that was really outside of me getting on the drums and kind of playing the part. But that was tricky. That was tricky. And you know what? Drums is one of those things too. Drummers have to have an ear. And I mean, I've played with drummers that, you know, they'll play an intro perfectly. And then I played with drummers that it's like, what are you playing? I don't even recognize this song. Oh, when do I come in? You know, it's like they have to have an ear just like guitar players. All right, Frank, thank you so much for popping in. Take care, man. All right. BB Made went to school with a guy like that, great player until other people were playing with him. Oh, okay, you're talking about the guy who played without drummers. Yeah, so Metalhead Hippie, I was talking about the 1K. So I'm not gonna do anything to celebrate the 1K yet because I think it's still premature. I'm gonna wait maybe about a week. So maybe next Thursday show might be a special 1K show. So because I've been at 1K, I've already dropped below it. I'm probably gonna drop below it at least another couple times before it becomes solid. So I'm gonna hang on for that. Okay, did I miss that? GuitarHack. I used to play with the guy. Okay, saw that. Okay. Play bass if you really want to improve your timing, says Six String Brian. There you go. Everyone want to do any original Zero cool in real life ever? Zero cool in real life? Are you asking if anyone wants to do original music? The only original music I do currently is I'll just do like instrumental stuff, no singing. I don't know if you folks are aware of it, but a lot of my videos, the intro music is original music. But that's basically it. But if you want to like perform, again, depending on where you live, where I am, cover bands is the thing. Original bands, if you play a show, you're going to be playing it with like 2 or 3 other bands. They'll call it a showcase, and that's it. So with cover band, you'll play a full night and you play covers. So it, you know, that's just the way the industry has gone, right or wrong. Chicken guitars, if you're already playing with the looper and you're playing with the drum machine, I think you're doing all right. I think you're doing all right. Hey, Ron Limber, how are you? Grill Sergeant, thank you so much. Thanks for popping in. Papa Stash, George Badar, welcome, George Badar, and Justin Sandercore, all good with song lessons as well as Let's Play. All for Pearl Jam. Check out the concert of the band. Okay, cool. Cool, George Badar. Thanks for popping in. I play by air, blessing, and a curse. It's not a curse, Chicken Guitars. It's not a curse. I did the same thing, Chicken Guitars. There was a time when I was trying to learn music, and and I would always ask for the recording, right? There was a time where I could kind of read guitar music, and I don't ask me to read anything now. I haven't done it in like 30 years or more, but I would ask for the recording because I could learn from the recording way, way faster than I could learn from notes written on a page, right? But that's just me, I just have an ear, right? Not the best ear. I'm not like pitch perfect or any of this. I can't name a chord if you play the chord, but if I'm listening to a song, all I need is the first note, and then I can build the chord from there. Then I can build the progression from there, and then I'm just literally finding the note. I'm just hitting notes on this fretboard till I hit the note that's the right one, and then it's just all intervals from there. So that's kind of how I do it. But like I said earlier, to save me time, if there's somebody on there that's already playing it, I'll just do that. I'll just learn from the YouTube. Guitar Fish, welcome. Nice to see you. All right, I'm getting everybody saying happy birthday to Janice. Happy birthday, Janice. Janice has a birthday today. Hey, there's Spencer Cron. John L. Are there any songs that you still have to think about when you play live and can't autopilot on? It's a good question, John L. Usually the newer stuff. Now, this is going to sound really stupid, but if I have to think about what I'm playing, 9 times out of 10, I'll play it wrong. Because if I'm thinking, I'm screwing up. If I shut my brain off and just let the music flow, I know that sounds weird, but I'll play better, And I call it not giving a shit. And when I play, like if I don't care, and it has a negative connotation to say that, but when I don't care when I'm playing, I'll probably play a perfect show. But if I'm thinking about what I'm playing, I'm thinking about every note and this and that, I'll play the worst show I've ever played. So that's just me. That's just the way I'm wired. Everyone's different, but that's just the way I am. Guitar Hack, say hi to Doc Cameron, my work colleague. Hi, Doc Cameron. There you go. The Dottie brothers are good for lessons, metal head hippie. Cool. Hey, there's Jeff White. Welcome. Brian S. Don't rip me, but I think drums is harder than guitar. You have to use your feet. You have 4 body parts playing it memory. Yeah, you have, limb independence, Brian S. I've been watching a lot of, for whatever reason, I guess since Ginger Baker passed not too long ago, but I've been watching a lot of stuff on Ginger Baker. I watched his documentary the other day, and and he talks about that, like independence, where like every limb is playing a different thing at the same time. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm not. Yeah. I mean, to play drums well is hard. To play a straight beat I don't think is that big a deal. But to play like complicated fills and technical parts, I imagine is super hard. David Ozab is here. Welcome. Okay, it's going down. All right. Yes, Metalhead Hippie, I agree. Chicken Guitars has some new videos out. I heard one today, original. She was playing her SG. It sounded really, really cool. You're a natural. I don't know who you're referring to, Edwin. If you're referring to me, that couldn't be further from the truth, man. I retabbed. Does that count? I guess. If you're thinking, you're stinking. Yeah, Edwin Crane. Nah, that's my problem. Yeah. All right. I'm at the bottom of the chat. I made it to the bottom. Check out the Kofi Baker band. They did Cream better than Cream did. That's coming from the Dog Paw. Black Guitar Nut, how are you? Rest in peace, Ginger Baker. Yeah. How's it going, the Dog Paw? You know, guys, I'm really bummed. I had a really nice intro to the show tonight. I got to figure out what the hell's going on with OBS. You know, I was going to play some blues for you. I'll see if I can. I might, since that really got me, I might maybe do like a test or like another stream between now and Thursday and just figure out what the hell's going on with OBS. So keep a lookout. You'll see it pop up. It'll be unannounced. If you're around, you're around. If you're not, that's fine. But I really want to get that figured out before the next show. So yeah, this really pisses me off. I don't want this issue next week when I do the big birthday show. So folks, next Thursday show, it's going to be a birthday show. It might be a 1,000 sub show if the 1,000 keeps up between now and then. So check that out. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you now, if I am in fact staying at 1,000, that's all thanks to you all, your support over this past year and a bit. You guys watching my stuff. There's 55 of you in here right now, which always blows my mind. You know, I mean, and you had to find this stream because the other one cropped out, like I was saying earlier. So, you know, you're putting in the effort just to find the hack show on a Thursday night. That is so much appreciated. You guys always make my week. Always make my week, man. Every Thursday, I look forward to doing this because I know I'm going to hang out with you folks, and it's always a blast. So let's all support each other. Let's keep this community growing. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it growing. Let's all support each other. Okay, that's the main thing. Let's all share the love that we have for music, gear, you know, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's keep the good ship going here. I don't have links below, but if you go to any of my previous YouTube shows, you can find my links because I got links for GuitarHack merch. I got links for PayPal and so on. Any proceeds of that goes right back into the channel. I said I wasn't going to do any huge upgrades to the channel until I did get a new computer, so I lied right away. But other upgrades to the channel until I hit 1,000, and now that I hit 1,000, I'm already thinking. I've already got a couple of ideas of things I want to improve, you know, for the channel, just to have things maybe look a little better. I'm thinking about things like studio monitors, maybe a mixer, you know, a better camera too, so like I'm not so close up, you know, something with a little more pullback. And anyways, there's a few ideas that I have. So yeah, so all that's going to go back in. So if you want to support the channel, there's merch. Just go back to any previous video. You'll see the merch links, and I'll put them in here after we're done, and the PayPal links. Also, if again, all these links are on. I'll put them on here after the show. But Facebook, follow me on Facebook. I'm always putting stuff on Facebook. There's a Guitar Hack Facebook page. There's also a Guitar Hack group, which has got some phenomenal content. Okay, it's not mine. There's some really cool people contributing and throwing in some really awesome vids. I'm always surprised at the cool stuff that I'm finding on that Guitar Hack group. So check that out for sure. I'm also on Instagram, and that link I'll also throw in this video below. All right, we're at 56. I'm just going to look here, see if there's any other questions, anything that I may have missed. Going back 1 hour, hard out. Yeah, I keep these to an hour. If I do a test later on in the week, then there's no time limit. I'll go on as long as people can put up with it. Thank you, Dan in New Jersey. Appreciate it. Time flies when you're having fun. Sean Zimmerman, sorry, man. Sorry, buddy. Chicken guitars once you at okay, talking about theory. My band's on Instagram, Seeking Saturn. That's right. David Ozab has his band on Instagram. Yeah, so that's about it, folks. Do 57s? Okay, Jeff White has a question. Do 57s sound good through Fender amps? I have an opinion on that. All right, Jeff White. Here's my 2 cents on 57s. I like the classic, the original 57. I don't like the overwound 57. It's too hot. If you get just a set of original 57s, just your standard 57s, they sound fantastic. I have 57s on my SG and they sound great. I don't care what amp you put them through, Fender, Marshall, Meza, whatever. They're just really good low output pickups. Highly recommend the 57s. I had a 57. The reason why I say the hot, I had a 57 and a 57 plus or whatever they call it, which was an overwound, hotter one. It took the mojo away. Okay. So if you get a regular set of 57s, they sound absolutely fantastic. Okay. And hopefully that answers your question, Jeff White. Shauna Marie sings. Hey, Shauna, how are you? Thank you so much. Sean, I did you turn the comments off? I was trying to comment on one of your videos and the comments were off. So what I wanted to comment was you sounded awesome. So I'm telling you in person. It was a Beatles song that you did. And I think it was In My Life. It was In My Life. There you go. And I thought you did a fantastic job. And I wanted to tell you that, but your comments were turned off. But you did a great job on that, Shauna Marie. All right. All right. Grumpy Mike, welcome. Hey, Guitar. I've been watching, just haven't. No worries, Grumpy Mike. Thank you so much for being here, man. All right. There's a discussion of pants going on, which I'm not going to get into at the moment. All right, folks. Thank you all so much. Hopefully, I'll get this OBS thing figured out, and I'll do a proper show with the proper intro. And I got to get this figured out. Jeff White, no, it was in a Les Paul, not a 335. And hopefully I'll get this all figured out for next week. All right. So I'll probably see you before then, but if not, I'll see you all Thursday. So a week from tonight, it's the Hack birthday show. And cross my fingers and the 1,000 sub celebration. Woo! All thanks to you guys. You guys absolutely rock. Rock on. All right. We'll catch you later. Cheers.